Hi everyone. Hi Mom. I'm going to give you a quick update. My mom went in for her knee surgery and so far everything looks great. Obviously I haven't talked to her because she needs to be in the hospital between I think 3 and 5 days. Depends on how she reacts. So from there I don't know what will happen, whether she'll go home and then go for her treatments like daily, or whether they have like I don't know what to call it, but it's a facility where you can actually do your rehabilitation and you actually stay there. It's kind of like a hospital, but not really. And I know that that's what my uncle wants to happen, because then she would be made to do them so that she gets better quicker. So like I said, I don't know. I have to phone today because I didn't hear anything yesterday. And I didn't talk to my brother, so I need to get more updates to let you guys know. But thank you again for everybody who's been asking. And yeah, so far so good. So this is the latest journal. This was commissioned. My niece wanted me to make a journal for her girlfriend who is going to Paris this summer. And I wanted to get it done real quick because I do think I want to try and make one more journal like this. I don't know the theme yet, but as part of the giveaway, so that there'll be 3 prizes instead of 2. Yeah, so let's get to it. This is from the Chic paper pad. I only use the 1 sheet, and then the rest is done with Debbie Ann Parent's kit from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and it's called Love is Chic. And all I did to it was I made it bigger. I think it's a 4.5 by 6. I'm not dead certain on the size. It's a smaller journal kit, so all I did was put it in a program and I just stretched it so that I could have a bigger. I don't know what this measures, but let's see. It is 5.5 by 8, and it's about 8.5, I think. So it's a nice size. It's not too small. This was a gift from Charlene Peratini a long time ago, and all I did was colored it in some black. I'm going to telephoto in a little bit for you guys so you can see the details a little more. This obviously is part of the paper, the dress form, so I added a little trim and some, you know what that's called. I also used it as a tie. And then the spine, I had some of the black rose trim. First I laid down, though, a, what's it called, twill? Yeah, it's like a twill, I guess. And then sewed that over top of that. Now, people are asking me how I'm, binding it. I'm sewing it in with my sewing machine. That's all I'm doing. So first what I do is I do my cover, so you just have the shell, and then I sew the spine on, and I wrap it right around, so I have ribbon all the way around, and it just reinforces the spine. And then when I'm ready to put my signature in, because it is just a single signature, I just sew down the center, from the inside. That's all I do. So the back is just this, same paper. And I found this in my stash, which I thought was really cute. I think I got it at the border. I don't know. Not the border to Paris. Yeah, I was going down the States, and I went into the duty-free, and I found it there. And I thought it would be great embellishment, and yeah, I never used it. So let's go inside. It's just a simple tie closure, and because this is just the ball chain thing, she can just take that off if it's annoying and use it on something else. Okay, so what I did was I created I actually stole this idea from Denise. We're friends on Junk Journal Junkies Facebook group, and she had done this really neat little kind of a tuck, but she put an envelope in the tuck, and I thought that was brilliant. Instead of gluing the envelope right to the front, then you can just take the envelope out. So this is the envelope I made for it, and I just used copy paper, and it's pink. Sprayed it with some Lindy's. I wanted to use this Tim Holtz, I think it's right here. This one here, sorry. I really love it, but obviously it's too small. Plus, it would be going the wrong way. So what I did was I opened up my sheet of paper, laid it down where I wanted the image to be, and I just burnished it. You know, just, yeah, that's all I did. Simple, but yeah, time consuming. Rubbed over it with gathered twigs, sprayed it with 2 different lindies, and then I had a little piece of paper that had music notes on it, so I just stamped this Stampin' Up! Postage something. What's it called? Postage Dew is the kit. And then I lined the inside. I had a piece of scrap, actually. It was in my recycle bin. So I just lined it to give it a little bit more weight, cut the slit, and I did back the slit with another piece of paper so that wouldn't tear easily either. And so there's your pocket. I don't know where I got this image, but I just, you know, clip that out. Oh, behind here, I cut this out with my Cricut. I actually busted out my Cricut. Little piece of doily here. Another image from, actually, that's from these. I think it's Prima's Divine, maybe? Something like that. Anyway, one of those little paper pads, and I found those little things. So anyway, layering and the Tim Holtz crown, and this is actually, I had it already cut out, and it's that wood stuff, you know, the veneer. Inked it up with the daubers in, I don't know, the pinky color. It does cut it out with this little slit, so I always wondered what you did with that. Well, I had these, so I stuffed those in there. And these are from, I think they're from the kit. Yeah. And so is this, just a little envelope. So, and it's lined. Yeah, it was a scrap. So what I'm going to do is get my niece to write a little note and put it inside. And, you know, then, because it's a gift, I believe it's her friend. Not only is she going, but she'll be there for her birthday. Yeah. So this is another tag from the kit. I left it open on the side. Found some rub-ons in my drawer. Decided to use up every little thing I can find. And, you know, it's just a basic little journal. More rub-ons here. And then did some layering. Now, this is meant as a, you know, place to put a photo, so I did leave it open at the back. So she can actually tuck the photo behind there. And this is cut out of, remember when I did the first journal for my niece, and it's the travel journal? Well, Eiffel Tower was on that front cover out of that thin chipboard, and I found it laying somewhere. So I decided to put that on there. All of these I printed out on my computer. I just did a whole bunch of different little doohickeys there. And what else? Okay, so some of these things are gifts. Now this is from Beth, who is Lucy's mom. She's also on the Junk Journal Junkies, and we had done a swap, and she sent me some of these little tag things. So I just made it into a little flip. I just, you know, scored it and glued it down on the one edge. I found my washi tape that's Paris. I had this little bicycle. I've never used it. Did a little bit of stenciling in spots. Again, this is like stuff. This was gifted to me. It was a brown. I went over it with alcohol ink in the gold. And that's from Molly. She'd sent me a bunch of die cuts. So I'm just really trying to use up things that you guys gift to me. This is from, now I'm going to butcher her name because I've actually never heard it pronounced. She's from Norway, and it starts with a W, but I think it has a V sound, so it's Venke, I think. I'm not dead certain, but thank you so much for the stencil. She sent me two, a big clock one and the keys. Also on Junk Journal Junkies. Okay, so this was part of, sorry, this is not showing up very well. This is part of a frame, and I used half of the frame somewhere else and had that left over, so I just stuck it at the top. That's the little movers and shapers from the Tim Holtz. This is the frame fully. Stamped Out the Dream. I'm still going to glue a little bling on there, I think, just to cover the holes. Now, this isn't from the collection, but I thought she was adorable, so it's a Pinterest download. And then more stenciling. I just got the stencil and I love this. Okay, there's another one of the things that Beth had sent to me. This is also from my Cricut. So I had welded Paris and this open stamp together. So when it cut out as one piece. And here's another one from Beth. And it's just a great journaling spot because I did cover up part of the writing area. I thought I would include the journal box in there as well. Tim Holtz. Now, these were in my stash as well. Cut them out a long time ago, spellbinders. And so I just put them on there so that you can actually put a picture here and it'll frame it. I did do some paper clips. I did 2, specifically for this book. So this is just done with paper. I had a little bit of this left over, and I put a little, let's see, you can see it a little bit better. There you go. So somebody gave me these, I think, and I never knew what to do with them, so I decided to add it to a paper clip. These are the little gifts that you get when you order from I Am Roses, and then I added a couple little sequins with some of that little crochet and a little bit of eyelash trim. So that's it for that. I think it turned out cute though, I really like it. And then more layering with another one of the journal boxes from Beth. I already had this cut out from my Cricut, and all I did was just go over it with some alcohol ink. This was silver, and I rubbed over it with the gold alcohol ink as well because I didn't want silver. But again, that's from Molly, another die cut. These are from Denise. She had sent me a bunch of these cute little journaling spots, so I thought it was kind of neat to add that and just layer it up. Another spot to add a photo. Added one of these little, this was also from Molly, little die cut. It says love this. Another little spot here. Now this butterfly, which I had to add, that is from Sarah Elliott. She gifted me a package of those, and I believe you can get them at Michael's. Another one of these little, I think under here it said cherish, but I just stuck over photo op, but that's from Denise. And then a piece of scrap paper. That's the Tim Holtz frame, and I had some leftover sparkle paper, so I just wanted to frame out the little people there. And then another journaling spot, and little sticker with smile. And then these are also from the collection. They're so cute, and I always put lines on the back of mine so that you can actually journal straight. So this is how I layered it. I made a belly band. I have this is a what's the name of that company? The really expensive one anyway. Die cuts from England. I can't remember the name of them. Added some feathers, and then I just had a spellbinders cut out. So yeah, that's all I did to that. Added some washi tape. Actually, it's not washi tape. It's tissue tape, which I made myself. Stamped it and then embossed in gold on there. Some hearts and stuff. And then another rub-on, and then this is also tissue tape that I did myself. Okay, this also was from Beth, and I just created a little flip for that. Some more tissue tape up at the top. I just love this kit. It's so pretty. I've used it several times. There's another rub-on. Washi tissue tape that I made, and this was a rub-on. I love this one. I never had a chance to use something like that, but I thought the dress form was appropriate. I mean, Paris is the designer capital of the world, right? And then I had a little piece of washi left, so I just stuck that on there. This is my favorite page. I love this paper. So pretty. So I didn't do anything with this page. Just stuck a little tape there. Had a little left over from that other journal I did, and so I just stuck that in as some writing paper. Did a bunch of layering on this one. I'll just closer for you. So that's the Tim Holtz Movers and Shapers dress form that I cut out twice, I believe. Added these little, I showed you those before from the Divine Collection, I think they are. Love this, some eyelash trim that I wrapped around the spool that comes with that Movers and Shapers. And then this is a Tim Holtz, I believe, as well. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, I embossed that with the Lindy's Chateau Rosé, I think it's called. And just layered it on some sparkle paper. And what else? Okay, so this is not part of the kit. I just like this paper, so stuck that in there too. I had this cut out already and painted up with pink paint and some, I don't know if it shows, but whoops. Sorry, you're upside down now. I banged my, there it is. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but there is, you know, this sugar stuff, sparkle sugar, whatever it's called. And up here I had this sitting on my desk. Literally, this stuff is just put together with scraps, little pieces. This was from that wedding album I did, and it is a tuck. Can put something under it. And then I did this one with the big postage Sizzix die, as well as the Sizzix Eiffel Tower. Now this paper here is from here, and this is Bow Bunny. I think I cut it off, but I think it's C'est La Vie is the collection. I still have the collection, and I love the paper, so I actually photocopied it, and then just printed out a couple sheets of it. So I used it for some of the layering, and this is one of the tags also from the Love is Chic collection. So it's just a, you know, it's just a piece of paper. That's all it is, but she can write on it. So did some more stenciling with, this is the Tim Holtz one. And a little bit of layering. It's not a tuck spot, but I had all these little pieces left over, so I decided to just stick them in the corner. That is Love is Chic. A couple more rub-ons. And this is done. This is just the little Cherish from Denise, and then this is the paper clip I made. So I had the Sizzix key. I think it's Sizzix. I'm pretty sure it is. And I cut it out twice of some scrap manila, because when I cut these down, I have strips of the manila. So I don't throw those out. I usually use them to make my little embellishments with. And then I had another little piece of this left over. That's the little crochet, another one of the flowers from I Am Roses. Picture this, and the little sequin butterfly is from Irene. And I don't know if it shows up too well, but in the center I put a glob of glue, and then I used this stuff here. Glitter glass, I think it's called. I got a whole bunch of these little vials at Michael's, and they were clearing the little box of them out. And they work really great with embossing enamel. If you heat from underneath, it'll adhere to the embossing enamel and looks really cool. But I wasn't doing that with the butterfly because it is plastic, so it would melt. So I just put a little bit of the glue on there, and then, you know, threw that on there. And there's some eyelash trim in there as well. So I just felt like this page needed a little something on the page, and I didn't want to put another, I don't know, like another picture spot. Excuse me, picture spot. And then this is it. This is the last page, and I didn't do anything to it, but I wanted to show you this because for some reason it closes great. It looks fine, but it's not straight on the ribbon. So just to sort of trick your eye a little bit, I just layered some doilies over the top part, and hopefully it doesn't look too bad. But, you know, I mean, I'm not perfect. So anyway, this is what she's getting. I don't know if I'm going to leave this on because I find that annoying personally. But like I said, she could use it as a keychain if she wanted. So that is it. That's the journal. There's plenty of places. I think I counted 38 pages, plus the tuck spots, plus the pieces of paper that I've thrown in there as well. And the envelope I thought would be great. Like I said before, I like to keep my receipts just, just because. And, she can keep little tickets or whatever in there. And the paper clips will hold other things as well. So I hope she likes it and fills it up with lots of awesome memories. So that's it. That's all I have. My son is going home tonight. And so then the countdown begins to Hawaii, which is coming up real soon. So, like I said, I wanted to get one more journal made before I go on my trip and include it in the giveaways. So I have had tons of responses and thrilled with that. So anyway, thanks you guys, and thanks for all watching. And if you have a comment, please leave it and I will make sure to respond. Thanks a lot. Bye.